Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm super excited to share my experience with you at the Jumeirah Creekside Hotel in Dubai. If you're planning a trip to this incredible city, then definitely check out this hotel because it's beautiful and affordable. This hotel is part of Jumeirah Group, so I do have high expectations. As you walk in, the first thing you'll notice is a lovely lobby. It's so spacious and designed beautifully with contemporary art and elegant touches. The hotel had floor-to-ceiling windows, flooding the place with natural light and creating a really warm ambience. There were glass elevators so you can see the entire lobby as you're going up and down the lift. The hotel showcases beautiful art and sculptures, and it created a really welcoming atmosphere, and I really enjoyed viewing the pieces. My room was not yet ready, so I was invited to the lounge on the ground floor to enjoy a beverage whilst I waited for the room to be ready, and this was complimentary. The lounge offered complimentary Arabic coffee and dates set out here so you could help yourself. The design was modern with traditional influences and perfectly fit the hotel's theme. I ordered a latte and it was quite strong, but it was smooth. Heading up to the room, you can see the lobby when you're in the lift, and I thought this was so much fun. Honestly, I'm like a child sometimes. I booked the premier room and it was even better than I had expected. Firstly, the room was very spacious and featured floor-to-ceiling windows providing great views of Dubai's skyline. I absolutely love when there's a lot of sunlight entering the room. It makes everything so bright and makes me happy. There was a living area, a study area, large cupboards with all the usual items such as a safe and robes. The bed was very comfortable, I had a good night's sleep, and so far I haven't been disappointed by the beds at Jumeirah hotels. There was this door-like thing on the ceiling which I thought was a bit strange. It felt like a secret escape or something. There was this nice chair where you can relax or even read a book. They provided complimentary tea, coffee and water, and if you wanted snacks you'd have to order that separately. I didn't even realise, but they had two TVs, one for the bed and one for the sofa, and on the TV they were actually playing a safety video in case anything were to happen at the hotel. It was a guide of what you can do to be safe and to get out quickly, which I thought was really useful. Just like the room, the bathroom was very spacious. What I did notice in this hotel was the shampoo and the conditioner, shower gel was not of the same luxury brand that you'd get in the other Jumeirah hotels. The bathtub didn't have a window or a wall, it was covered by a curtain so you can see inside the living room, which I thought was quite nice because you can watch TV as you take a bath. Walking around the hotel you could see all the beautiful paintings and art. On the way to the aviation club, which features the gym, the pool, there was a glass walkway where you can see the grounds of the hotel. There are sports tournaments that happen here, and on the glass wall you can see all the pictures of the achievements over the years. The Aviation Club is an award-winning wellness centre featuring squash courts, tennis courts, a swimming pool, the lap pool, the gym and a cafe. This was definitely my favourite part of the hotel. It was on 2 floors, the upper level having the gym, and downstairs you had the entrance, the squash courts. They even had this sports store where you can buy sports gear, including rackets, balls, etc. One of the dining options was this healthy cafe where you can enjoy good treats. Let's head on outside to see the swimming pool. The pool was an average size and featured a separate jacuzzi. They did mention that they had a lap pool which is incorporated as part of the main pool. There were plenty of sun lounges and there was an upper and lower deck. The kids' pool was that circular pool that you can see there with the water falling down. The NAD Restaurant, which is the main hotel restaurant, is located right next to the swimming pool, and this is the outside seating area. There's also a pool bar here if you wanted to order drinks. Here's another angle of the pool so you can kind of see the size. This is the jacuzzi. Some more sunbeds, and they do provide to you towels. And this is the upper lounge deck. I wanted to show the entirety of the pool area, so this is the upper deck and the view from here. They also have the pressure points. I'm not too sure what the terminology is, but it felt really nice. And here's the final view before we head up to the gym. The gym was pretty good. It was very well equipped. They provided water, towels, and they had separate rooms for spin classes and yoga. As you can see, they had all types of machines for workouts, and there was nothing really missing. Here you can help yourself to some water, and the toilets are nearby. I was really rather impressed with this gym, so I felt like I had to show you it all. By the treadmills, you have a lovely view of the swimming pool. As I headed to the tennis court, I walked past this physiotherapy center, which I thought was very unique to have in a wellness facility. I loved that there was a lot of walking ground and grass. You can have a picnic or just go for a walk and soak up the sun. Initially, I thought they only had one tennis court, but it actually turned out they had 4. I believe there are some tennis tournaments that take place here. Next up was the rooftop lounge, which you guys have to see. The first thing you'll see is the Cuba bar on your left hand side. I didn't go in because it smelled quite strong of smoke from the outside. I headed straight to the pool. So this is the rooftop swimming pool. It's not a huge pool, it's rather narrow and long, but it hosts some spectacular views of Dubai skyline. And wait till you see this sunset view. It is beautiful. There is a seating area up here. You can order food here, you can enjoy a drink, soak up the sun, and enjoy Dubai's beautiful skyline. And of course, you can see the Burj Khalifa towering over. What I really liked about the view was that it wasn't just the usual Dubai buildings and skyscrapers. There was a bit more going on with the pond and the lake and the greenery. And wait till you see the sunset. The sunset was so stunning. I couldn't take my eyes off it. I stayed up here. I went also to the higher floor where there's a viewing deck, and I enjoyed the sunset from there, and it felt so amazing. Just have a look at that in the distance. It's beautiful. Oh, and the birds did decide to join me too. And this is the view from the opposite side where you can see the neighborhood. For dinner that evening, I went to the hotel's main restaurant, which is called the NAD Restaurant. I would say the food is international and they had a bit of everything. It was a nice atmosphere, a bit quiet, and the staff was so friendly. I ordered some shrimp and some Thai curry, which was okay. It was nothing spectacular, but it was good enough. Guys, I know this video is a bit long, but there were just so many things I wanted to show you, including this private cinema. Just very quickly, before we head to the private cinema, these were the meeting rooms. They host many events and conferences here, so you can book out and hire one of the private rooms. So it is a family cinema and they host shows at 2 times. The first time was 11 a.m. and the second time was 3 p.m. And this is the private cinema, which is available only to the guests of Jumeirah Creekside Hotel. Honestly, I couldn't even believe they had a private cinema. This hotel is so affordable that you wouldn't expect to have such a luxury. It's great for families because they do play family-friendly movies. Next up, we have the business center. I didn't spend too much time here. I did a bit of work in one of the cubicles, but it's a lovely place to come if you wanted to get some work done. It was pretty much kind of help yourself. There weren't many staff members around, but it was quite easy to get around, and the printer was there, the scanner was there. It was quite straightforward to just get your head down and get some work done. There was a tea and coffee station too, so you could help yourself to a coffee or a cup of tea. The next morning, I headed down for breakfast bright and early. I love getting to breakfast early because everything is still there and nothing has run out. The selection was pretty decent. It wasn't the best I've had from Jumeirah hotels, but it was definitely good enough. They had a good variety of breakfast dishes. They had fruits, salads, cheeses, pancakes, waffles. There was an egg station, fresh croissants, and a variety of juices and hot beverages. I opted for eggs that morning. I went over to the egg station and the chef produced a menu, and you can just select off the menu. I decided on eggs Benedict. You can see there was so much to choose from. If I were to book this hotel again, I would definitely pick the option with breakfast. I had eggs Benedict with smoked salmon, some fruits, orange juice. I had a coffee, but it was too strong for me. As mentioned earlier, the restaurant is next to the swimming pool, so you can sit here and get the view. Once I had finished breakfast, I decided to go for a walk around the grounds, and I really enjoyed this. This section wasn't directly part of the hotel, but it was right next to it and it was open, so you can walk outside and walk right here. There was a small lake. You could walk over the bridge of the lake, and on the other side was the Irish village. The Irish village is like a little piece of island in Dubai. I hadn't noticed at first, but in the lake there were little turtles and ducks. It was a beautiful sunny day, coming outside, seeing the ducks and the turtles surrounded by trees. It was a lovely experience. I'm not entirely sure if you're allowed to feed the ducks and the turtles, but I didn't just in case. I almost forgot there were also fishes in the lake. There were lots of pubs in the Irish village. I think it's a great place to meet up, have a drink with friends, and sometimes they have live music. There are lots of events that take place here, and of course they do play the football. The Premier League or the Champions League, everybody gathers here, watches the football, and it's a great atmosphere. And of course there were some good old barrels of Guinness. Lastly, I'll take you to the cafe on the ground floor. It's called the 24/7 cafe. I assumed it was open 24 hours, but it's actually not. It's only opened from 5 p.m. until late night. There was a strong smell of shisha or hookah, so I ordered a fruit juice for takeaway. The cafe was designed nicely, and I think it's a good meeting spot for friends. Overall, I think this hotel is fantastic, particularly for the price that you pay. It's one of the most affordable Jumeirah hotels, and actually one of the most affordable luxury hotels in Dubai. I hope you enjoyed this video and the information was useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Ciao for now.